Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with a new video and it is going to be a good one. Today I am going to cover how to remove yourself from operations and scale 5 times faster. This is something that we of course use internally because you want to spend your time on the highest leverage stuff, and we help our clients with implementing this strategy and with making sure that they can work on their highest ROI activities and tasks. Before we dive in, if you don't know who I am, my name is Sven. I am the co-founder at Blinked, and together with my other co-founder and our team, we help software development companies to increase their revenue, build out their client acquisition systems, get in control of their own growth. This is a case study outlining how we helped Rick at Index do this. Feel free, there are a lot of valuable resources on my LinkedIn, YouTube page, whatever. Have a look and you will definitely find some value within there. And if you would like some assistance on hitting your growth goals and getting in control of your growth, removing your founder from sales, reducing your sales cycle, improving sales performance, closing more deals, essentially, happy to hop on a call. You can book one via here or on our website. I'd be definitely looking forward to talking to you. So to get into our video, like I mentioned, as a founder, senior in the business, CEO, whatever kind of high level responsible role you have, you want to ensure that you spend your time working on your personal highest ROI tasks. But it would be a utopia to say that you can always do this. It's definitely not easy, and usually within the day-to-day you find yourself needing to put out fires, spending a lot of time on problem solving and doing stuff that just comes back very often, and at the end of the day can be done by someone else, but you just need to spend the time on mapping out the structures and the processes, on outsourcing that to someone else. So keep in mind that your time as a high-level individual is very precious, and you need to ensure that you use it wisely and that you use it on like the stuff that brings you the most results and that brings the business the most results, and of course stuff that you enjoy working on. How do we kick off? By ensuring that we get a good overview of what your highest ROI activities are. We use something, and our clients use something, which is called the daily activity document, and this allows you to track your time on we usually do this on a 10 to 15 minute interval. If needed, if you work on tasks that are scheduled for a longer time, then just do like the time that you work on a specific task. So it's just a document outlining the day, outlining the activity that you work on, the category, and we've boiled it down to growth, ops, admin, energy level, and specific notes on tasks. You outline your task, and on top of that, like, you outline the time that you work on it, you outline the category itself. Very important, you do your neutral stuff, your energy stuff, to give you a good overview of, do I enjoy working on these tasks, and overall spot the opportunities of do some certain days, like, does my schedule on a certain day ensure or lead to me not enjoying the work that I do? Can I switch some things up? For example, for this day, what you see is that later on in the day, from here on, I did stuff that brought my energy up. But at the start of the day, it was on neutral and down. So what you want is that, like, during the morning, when you have fresh mind and you're the most creative, work on stuff that brings your energy up instead of down, because this will lead to your energy being down during the day all the way up until like mid-afternoon, which is of course not ideal. Then specific notes on the task if you need to do anything specific. Then in here, you are going to, like I mentioned, track it obsessively, like ensure that and it needs to get into your system and into your habits to actually track it. Usually right now when I finish a task, I just go into my daily activity, immediately insert it. When I first started using it, that was very different. Then I would find myself 5 hours later like, oh, I forgot to fill it out. And then you'd need to go back and do that. And it's not as accurate, and you don't know your exact energy levels or specific notes. So try to track it, like put a sticky note on your screen, daily activity, make sure that you track that on a detailed, in a detailed way. Then every weekend, if you work on weekends, we suggest that this is something that you do on a weekend, or Friday end of day. If you don't want to work on weekends, go through your own daily activities, review them, and go through every task and ask yourself these 3 things. did I enjoy doing this? Is it repeatable work? So is it something that is like scheduled in my diary every week, and can it be delegated? And together with like the energy levels that you track, you are going to, excuse my language, but delegate the shit out of tasks that drain your energy and that someone else can do. And a lot of the tasks you might think like, okay, I am the only one that can do this at the moment, but just do some creative thinking and think of, okay, is this actually something that only I can do? Or is this something that with the right guidance, support, videos, SOPs that someone else can do within the business? What I want you to do is value your time at least 1K per hour, because that makes it really easy to identify what you are going to delegate and what you want to get rid of. Combine that with the energy levels and you'll see like a pattern on, okay, I can remove 60% of my day to day. And of course, in the short term, it's not that you are going to pay someone else 1K to do the work that you are doing, but like if you literally value your time at 1K per hour and you ensure that you for 90% or 85% of the day you work on stuff that will bring back 1K plus per hour, then that will make you so much more money than spending like, I don't know, $10 or $15 an hour on a good VA. So yeah, basically cover this, focus and make sure that you free up your diary on 1K an hour stuff. So who to outsource to? Delegate your tasks to a VA who can do these tasks like 70 to 80% as well as you do them. So of course, it's your product, it's your baby. If you're a senior in the business, it's not your baby probably, but you have been within the company for a long time and you have a lot of experience within the company. But if someone else can do it 70% as well as you do, and you free up your time to work on stuff that only you can do, that's a net ROI. That's a positive bottom line. So they of course don't have like same experience, same efficiency, same context, same overview, and not the same drive as you do, because it's like your business and you want to get good results, but they don't need to, because you are delegating stuff that is not 1K an hour stuff. You don't want to delegate sales calls to a VA. Boom, no brainer. But what you can delegate is like reviewing data, putting together data. I don't know, a lot of stuff that I don't know what your daily schedule looks like. But for example, for me, campaign writing is something that brings our clients a lot of results. So I don't outsource that. Today, for this day, I worked on our own CRM, like following up with leads. Our SDRs can do that, but like, so review for yourself, why did I jump in and assist on or work on doing these CRMs whilst we have two SDRs working on our own CRM. So pinpoint like, why do I spend time on specific stuff, and also like review the time. Did I spend too much time on a certain task, and do I know that I wasted time essentially? So these VAs, and I'm not particularly meaning like $2 an hour a VA from the Philippines or something. You can leverage them, of course, if you'd like to, but there are good VAs out there that can help you with taking away a lot of your workload, whether it be actual like in-depth work or more admin work, or overall just more a VA/PA type of role. There are very good people out there that doesn't have to be like $50 an hour, but there are good people online, VAs that you can train well, that incorporate within your business for $20 an hour, for example. So to train these VAs into your processes and into how to leverage them and how to actually replicate the results that you are getting at the moment, we need to create systems for every task and document how you are doing them at the moment. So what you're going to do is, when you are working on a specific task, you are going to record your screen, like how do you do it, and that is very valuable. And like talk someone through it, like do it, give guidance on, okay, this is what I'm doing right now, this is why I'm doing it, this is my expected outcome, because you need to train someone on how to think. And SOP is just do this, and then you'll get like the desired outcome. Then you need to define when is a task finished, like what kind of quality do we need to hit. That is an SOP. But you want to train a VA on thinking in the same way as you're doing right now. So create the how-tos, map out your best practices, like, okay, this is what I've found over the years, this is how you can leverage it, this is what you need to prevent or not do, and record Loom videos or create Tango SOPs. I don't know if everyone is familiar with Tango, but you can leverage this very well, and this is a very good tool to create SOPs. So what happens is you are going to sort of create your screen record, and you can briefly gives an outline, but what happens is that you just get an overview of someone's screen with click this button, click this, click this, click this, so then you don't have to write out every individual step, and it just like sort of screen records. And I think they have a new feature with AI or something where you get an overlay on your screen. So let's say you need an SOP on setting up a Gmail account or whatever. If you like open the same screen, they give you an overlay where you like live see a circle pop up around this button, click here, click here, click here, etc. So that's a very useful tool that you can use to train someone else on taking away tasks from you. So with doing this, you ensure that you have a certain level of quality every time the task is being executed. So you don't have to rely on your own like memory and gut feeling anymore on how to do it, because you just know how to do so. But you have like a bare minimum standard that someone is hitting, and over time they are going to get better, and that line like will increase, or will like they will just perform better if they have been within your business for a longer time. So from here on, it's important to frequently review your systems and your SOPs, because especially if you're in startup phases, things change on a daily basis. So your systems and your SOPs also need to change frequently, because otherwise you will have outdated stuff. But there will be a point where your VA is able to do this themselves, because they are that incorporated within your business, and like they are doing the in the trenches work, so they can easily spot like what is going wrong, where do we need to optimize, what are improvements we can make, and is this SOP outdated or not. So it will take you some time, and that's why I mentioned earlier in the video, like you probably have some tasks that you think you can do them and only you can do them at the moment, but just go track your activities and just go through them on, okay, am I the only person that can operate or execute this task? Or if I like leverage this stuff, I can teach and train someone else how to think and how to take this responsibility away from me. So I hope this was of value. I hope you are actively working on this, because you need to spend your time on high leverage stuff. And it could also be that you just want to like, if you can work on stuff that brings your energy up for 80% of the day, then believe me, trust me, your work will be way more fun, and the results that you like get will be way better as well. Because if you're in an up mood and if you enjoy what you do on a daily basis, and of course I'm not like trying to paint something like an ideal picture that is not reachable and not doable, but if you can work on stuff that brings your energy up instead of down, then everything will be better. And it's also, like I mentioned earlier, like try to see, is there a certain pattern? Can I just switch my day around and ensure that during the morning I work on stuff that brings my energy up, so I get better results, I enjoy the day more, and later in the day I work on stuff that brings my energy down, and then I'm going to work on taking those tasks away from me and leverage or delegating them to someone else. So that's it for today. Hope you find this of value, and I am going to see you in the next video. Thank you for your time.